Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 15 line. Topper. Ready.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
On second down, a run with Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now a give, right side. Grant. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 20, 10, and he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Well, the underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
Set, 180! Here we go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Now a handoff working right. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Brings up second and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Hurry!
To throw again on second down. Mayfield, he's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Let's go.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. This will be caught inside the 10. A good pickup there at 22. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
64.
They'll try to run this one in. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt.
A 29-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot, because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Back to throw. Gray. This is Butler making the catch. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
We always talk about and we always look for guys with fresh legs down the stretch of a long NFL season. Well, in Week 16, he was the AFC Player of the Week, and it looks like he's going to be strong for Week 17 as well.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Dolphins 3.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This is Grant. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming.
Ready, break.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Looking to throw. Gray. Well, he's going to go for it all. This is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If this is all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you're...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Grant on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets will extend their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Room to run again. And finally down at the 32-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Mayfield to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant, and he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On second down now, it's Grant. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
We go. 8 read.
On third down, Grant. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jack Fox now. And this will be taken at the 13. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Past the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Oh, and he pulled it right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They will run with Grant. 20, and he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 31 yards there to 1st down. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Let them know, let them know. You draw workers.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. The kick by Joseph is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Joseph now to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at...
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now they try the right side here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. This time, the extra point up and good, and that will tie us at 24. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They go back to Grant. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On third down, Grant. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff looking right. Space to maneuver at the 40. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready. 70, Indy.
On first down, it's Grant, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Watch the ship. Hey.
2nd and 14. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
General West. You're out.
Back to throw. Gray. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Alert, 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 alert.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Hey, Delta.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
First down, Mayfield. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
And to give this time to the tailback. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Brings up third and 4.
180.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Running the sweep with McLaurin. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Now a handoff here to his running back. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. The recipe is pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on third down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
And Rosas puts this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 24. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Tracy Walker in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Grant. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200-plus?
On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool him on that play.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Here we go. 8, read. 80 weapons.
Rush in.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Gray. That's complete to Butler. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
The kick by Joseph is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Hey. You got 3.
And they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. There's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Miami, they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 15-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Jets, Hall may be on the way.